am so glad that you gave a speech on fatherhood. And I want to evaluate you tonight in a framework of communication. Was it clear, compelling, and concise? And then connection, how did you connect with the audience? And then the contextualization. You asked me to look at and look for the organization of your speech and your thoughts, and then the simplicity of the message. When I look at a speaker, there's three types of speakers. There's a speaker who feeds off of the energy of the audience, a speaker who gives energy to the audience, and a speaker who connects one-on-one with the audience, which I think is the most powerful, which I thought you did really well. As a father, I connected with that story. So I thought that the framework in which you started was to talk about the bad advice that we get as fathers, and then contrasted that with the good advice that you would give, and you probably have given, as this is your second child. What I love most, Kevin, is that you were able to give examples, practical examples, within the good advice. But before you gave the good advice, you talked about some of the bad advice that you were given, which I thought was pretty funny, right? You get a bunch of pacifiers. Shop on Amazon. Okay, like, is that really good advice? I think those are things you could do if you weren't having a child. I thought that the way that you brought in your experience from your mother and the advice that she gave you and how she nurtured you, and in contrast to that, again, the contrast, which I think is really a great way to get people to remember a story, is how your father, how you said that he was, what was the word that you used, that father was controlling and would berate you, and it still sticks with you today. And I thought that as you spoke about your emotions of a father, as you look at, as a father, as a parent, any of us who have children, that emotion is real, it's raw, and as you said, sometimes there's thoughts of anxiety and fear that are flooded when you have the child. So I thought that in the whole communication part, you were really clear, you were compelling, you were concise. I thought when you connected with the audience, you connected through the emotions. And even just knowing that it was, how many days ago? It was 9 days ago. You have your young son, I'm sure is probably not sleeping a lot, and I can tell that you not only brought the emotions of a newborn or new father, but the emotions of, man, probably pretty wiped out. I would imagine. I don't know that for sure, but I would imagine that's the case. And then at the end, the way that you contextualized it was really helping the audience to see what it's like to be part of giving birth to a child, not gave birth, but being in the room with your wife. One piece of advice I would give you is there's a lot of people, younger people here who probably have not had children before, is to bring them into the story by asking a question and asking them to think about a time perhaps when they, a sister or brother or family member that they were part of a birthing moment, could probably include them a little bit more. But overall, I thought it was excellent, really spoke to me, and I really appreciate it.